Good evening. Today, the world commemorates International Condoms Day. The day was established by the AIDS Healthcare Foundation in 1987 in response to the AIDS epidemic. Currently, South Africans are observing this week as the National Sexually Transmitted Infections and Condom Awareness Week. The day is marked one day before Valentine's Day as a reminder to promote responsible sexual behaviour. AIDS Healthcare Foundation South Africa Preventions Manager Tusani Kunene now joins us for more on this conversation. Tusani, thank you so much for joining us this evening here in SABC News. Perhaps let's start off with the latest figures coming out from the Gauteng province, showing an increase when it comes to infections, or rather STI infections in the province.
And evening, Bali, and evening to your viewers. Yes, thanks. I think the numbers are staggering, especially amongst the youth, which shows that there is still a high prevalence rate amongst our 15 to 24-year-olds, where we're looking at around 10.2%. And when you look at that prevalence, and that is amongst your females, you see that the prevalence rate amongst the females is around 15.5%. And when you compare those figures against their male counterparts, you find that the figures are around 4.8%, around the same age groups. So this day couldn't have come at a very opportune moment for us as AIDS Healthcare Foundation in promoting the safer sexual practices, the use of condoms. As we know that the use of condoms consistently and correctly give rise to the reduction in the number of new infections like HIV and AIDS, your STIs and unwanted pregnancies as well.
And Tusani, as we commemorate International Condom Day, why do you think that we continue to see this increase, even though South Africans are well aware that they need to protect themselves, especially if they're engaging in sexual activity?
A lot of programs have been put in place, like community outreach programs, making sure that condoms are available free of charge amongst our communities, and also spearing the messages around the HIV and AIDS and the STI transmission as well also. However, what we find is that the crafting of messages, and especially targeting young people, in making sure that we continue with the fight against HIV and AIDS and the STIs and the spread of and the unwanted pregnancies. We have to do more, especially around these days, and moreover, not just around the month of February, which of course, and as you rightfully say, it comes a day before our Valentine's Day. So therefore, this day is very important for us at AIDS Healthcare Foundation in making sure that we promote safer sexual practices and also dealing with the norms within our communities, especially our cultural norms, and that do not promote safer sexual practices amongst the youth and also the general population at large as well also.
And Tusani, as the AIDS Healthcare Foundation in South Africa, I understand that you have a number of initiatives you are conducting, especially during this time as we commemorate this very important day. What are you doing right now to reverberate this message that South Africans need to condomize?
So in all the spaces where we operate as AHF, and that is AIDS Healthcare Foundation, in partnership with various government departments and community stakeholders, we make sure that when this day comes, we run quite a number of campaigns in promoting safer sexual practices, using of condoms. As we know, it's a sure way of preventing HIV and also STIs and unwanted pregnancies. So we operate around, and also to foster and look at the availability of condoms as well also, especially within the facilities and in the spaces where the youth actually found, and also deal with the issue of stigma when it comes to the use of condoms amongst our populations.
And I understand as the foundation, you will be also focusing on a number of provinces. Namely, I understand you will be having activities in Gauteng as well as the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal. Perhaps just give us an outline in terms of why did you specifically target these provinces to have these awareness campaigns?
So basically, because of the three provinces have been strategically selected because we know that there's a high prevalence rate amongst these three provinces that we've just mentioned. So it is quite important for us as AHF to sort of run these campaigns, especially targeting these particular provinces, whereby we'll be having sort of drive-bys like bus tours, like in Durban, where we'll be promoting condoms. We'll be doing providing testing stations as well. Also, all of this, of course, will be done in collaboration with our partners, that is your DOH and other community organizations. And we'll also be having roundtable discussions, especially in Gauteng, whereby we'll be having discussions with the Department of Health, more especially around the implementation of comprehensive sexuality education, especially in schools, so that we can make sure that we engage our youth with correct messaging when it comes to safer sexual practices and the use of condoms as well.
All right, Tusani, thank you so much for your time and just giving us a bit of insight there when it comes to that very important initiative that you are conducting. Of course, that is Tusani Kunene. He is from the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, South Africa, and he is the Preventions Manager.